Imagine we're all living in a huge video game, like the ones you play at home, but way more advanced. This whole world, with its cities, forests, and oceans, might just be a big simulation, a fancy computer program created by super smart beings, or even future humans. It's like we're all characters in this game, going about our daily lives, not realizing we're part of something much bigger. But here's where it gets really interesting. You know how in video games, what you do and decide can change how the game plays out. There's this idea called the law of attraction that suggests our real world, this simulation we might be living in, works kind of the same way. The law of attraction says that the things you really believe about yourself can actually influence what happens in your life. So if you're walking around thinking, "I'm always unlucky," or "I can never get things right," it's like you're programming the game to keep giving you more of those unlucky or tough situations. On the flip side, if you truly believe you're going to be successful, happy, or find the love of your life, you're setting up the game to bring those good things your way. In these games, every choice you make, every path you decide to follow, can lead to different outcomes and experiences. You might choose to embark on a perilous quest, negotiate peace between warring factions, or build an empire from scratch. Each decision shapes the game world, influencing what happens next and how characters within the game respond to you. Now imagine if our real world operates on a similar principle, but instead of making choices through a controller or keyboard, we're making them with our thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. This is where the law of attraction comes into play, a concept suggesting that our personal beliefs and feelings are like commands we're inputting into the simulation we call life. It's as if our thoughts are the buttons we press, and the simulation responds by generating the experiences that match those commands. For instance, if you firmly believe that you're prone to bad luck, it's as if you're continually selecting the unlucky option in the game menu. As a result, the game seems to throw more challenges and unfortunate events your way, not because the game is biased against you, but because it's responding to the choices you're making, albeit subconsciously. It's like programming the game to present you with scenarios that reinforce your belief in your own bad luck. Conversely, when you believe that you're fortunate, that happiness is your natural state, or that success is within your grasp, you're choosing a different set of options in this game of life. You're effectively telling the simulation, "I'm ready for the good stuff. Bring it on." And just as a well-played video game responds to your mastery and strategic decisions by unlocking new levels, treasures, and allies, life begins to reflect back the positivity of your beliefs. Opportunities seem to arise more frequently, lucky breaks come your way, and people respond to you with the same positivity and success you're putting out there. What's truly fascinating about this comparison is the idea of feedback loops. In video games, your progress and the reactions from the game environment provide immediate feedback, helping you adjust your strategy and approach. Similarly, in life, the outcomes of your beliefs and the responses from the world around you can serve as valuable feedback. If things aren't going your way, it's a cue to check your internal settings, your beliefs and feelings, and consider changing them to select a more favorable outcome in the game of life. It's important to remember that just like in video games, mastering this ability doesn't happen overnight. It requires practice, self-reflection, and sometimes the willingness to fail and start over, learning from each experience. But the more you practice aligning your beliefs with the outcomes you desire, the more skilled you become at navigating the game of life, unlocking achievements and experiences that once seemed out of reach. This perspective empowers us to take a more active role in shaping our lives, encouraging us to carefully consider the beliefs we hold about ourselves and the world. By understanding that we have the power to influence our experiences through our thoughts and beliefs, we're no longer just passive players in the game of life. We're actively programming it, choosing our paths, and deciding the kind of world we want to create for ourselves. The key here isn't just wishing for something or daydreaming about it. It's about deep belief, feeling in your bones that what you want is going to happen. It's like convincing yourself in the game that you've already beaten the boss or found the treasure, even when you're still navigating the levels. The game, or the simulation we're part of, responds not just to your wishes, but to what you truly believe and feel deep down. You have to align how you think and feel on the inside with what you want to see happen on the outside. If you dream of being rich and joyful, you've got to start feeling that wealth and joy inside, even if your current situation doesn't match up yet. It's not magic. It's more like using the game's hidden rules to your advantage. Everything in our world, according to this idea, is vibrating. Every person, every object, every thought. It's like the whole simulation is made up of these tiny buzzing particles. And if you can match your own vibration to the kind of life you want, the simulation starts to bring those things into your experience. But here's the catch. It's not about ignoring the bad stuff or pretending problems don't exist. It's about learning to react differently to what happens around you. If something not so great happens, instead of letting it pull you down, try to find a way to keep your vibe positive and in tune with the good things you're aiming for. To really level up in this game of life, you need to find a way to quiet all the noise in your mind. Think of it like trying to hear a whisper in the middle of a noisy crowd. When you manage to quiet down your thoughts and worries, you start to connect with the real you, the player controlling the character you are in this life simulation. This quiet place is where you find the power to really shape the game around you. Imagine if, in a game, you're stuck at a challenging level. You try repeatedly, using the same strategy, but keep failing. A seasoned gamer might take a step back, reevaluate their approach, and try something different. Similarly, in life, when faced with repeated challenges or patterns of bad luck, it's an invitation to pause and reflect. What beliefs are you holding on to that might be keeping you stuck? Are you clinging to a self-image that no longer serves you? Just as adjusting your strategy in a game can lead to breakthroughs, changing your internal beliefs can open up new pathways in life. Just as multiplayer video games allow for collaboration and interaction with other players, life, in its simulated complexity, is deeply interconnected. Your beliefs and vibrations not only shape your own experiences, but can influence those around you. When you operate from a place of positivity, belief in abundance, and success, you not only attract those realities into your own life, but can also uplift others, encouraging them to adjust their beliefs and perceptions. It's as though by leveling up yourself, you're helping to level up the collective experience, contributing to a more positive, supportive game environment for everyone. As we get better at understanding and applying the law of attraction, we also realize the importance of mindfulness and presence. In video gaming, being fully present and mindful can mean the difference between victory and defeat. In life, staying present helps us become more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs in real time, allowing us to make adjustments on the fly, choosing thoughts that align more closely with our desired outcomes. This journey of mastering the game of life through the law of attraction is ongoing. There will be times of success and moments of challenge. Yet each step, each realization, is like unlocking a new level, revealing more of the game's secrets and our potential within it. We learn that the game is not just about achieving an end goal, but about growing, learning, and evolving as players. It's about discovering the power of our thoughts, the vibrancy of our emotions, and the depth of our beliefs to shape the simulation we're all a part of. Getting to know this quieter, more peaceful side of yourself gives you a kind of remote control for the simulation. You can start to choose what you bring into your life, like selecting missions or gear in a video game. But this time, it's for real. It's all about believing in your own power to influence the world around you. So if we really are part of this huge, interactive simulation, what role do you want to play in it? What kind of world do you want to create for yourself? This isn't just about following a set storyline or battling predetermined enemies. You have the power to be the creator of your own story, the designer of your own levels. With the right mindset, a deep belief in your own power, and a bit of practice in tuning your internal vibration, you can transform this simulated life into the kind of adventure you've always dreamed of. The possibilities are endless, and the game is waiting for you to make your move.